Alright guys, today we are going to, or I'm going to look at what's known as the Redwoods footage. It originally was known as the Playboy Bigfoot video or the Playmate Bigfoot footage. Let me tell you just a little bit about it before we get into more of the video. Okay, this was shot on August the 28th of 1995. After a day of filming, the crew decides to take a drive down one of the roads at the Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park. My understanding is that the cameraman and all that is rolling out the whole time with some like behind the scene footage and just capturing the moment from what I understand. Well, when they turn the RV around, that is when they supposedly catch this figure. I will let you watch the video. The original video was really bad. You couldn't really see anything much in it at all. It was just really bad. But I've pumped it up a little bit and made it 4K, so you can see a little bit more detail. But as we get over into some still frames, you will see probably more detail than you've ever seen before. Okay, this is the 4K upgrade that I did to this footage. It's still really bad, but you can see some better toward the end. The videographer of this was a guy by the name of Craig Miller. He worked for I guess the studio or whatever, who was also doing the behind the scenes filming. And toward the end there you can see the figures kind of standing in the road, and you see it step off. This was also, depending on where you've first seen this video, this clip, it was also known as Beauty and the Beast. It was also known as the Playmate and the Primate. But Dr. Jeff Meldrum actually got the video, viewed the video and gave it the name the Redwoods footage to give it a more serious tone and not maybe we'll let people at least take it somewhat more seriously, and not just laugh it off because it was a Playboy Playmate. As you can see, the quality is just not very good, and I have tried to enhance the footage the best I can. I've taken these still shots also from still frames from the video, and I think they're a little more revealing. And one thing to keep in mind is that this was a production quality camera, so that they were using to make a film of some sort, and they were shooting behind the scenes footage with it. So the quality of the film is a big question mark for me. Why is it so bad? But I have pulled these still frames and color blasted them and changed some of the contrasts and filters on them, and I think you can actually see the figure a lot better now. But why did it come and stand right in the middle of the road? You can even see the face on it a little bit on a couple of the still frames. In one still frame, it appears that you can see kind of a wrinkle in the leg area. Actually, right there it is, kind of a little wrinkle. So I don't know if that would be an indication of a suit, or if it's just a artifact or a light trick. Who knows? One thing too that I find interesting about this video, if you've ever watched the complete video, at the first of the video there's a whole lot of screaming and cussing and F words and oh, it's a bear, it's not a bear, it's on two legs, and the whole thing just seemed kind of staged. That doesn't mean it was staged. And then they drive toward the creature, and the creature does not run. So there's a lot of red flags on this, and I know a lot of people like the video, and I'm not debunked it by any means, but there's some red flags there, and I don't know the full story. But there's definitely a figure standing there in the road, and then it just kind of moseys off to the right, and the film quality is pretty bad. But at the very first of the film, the complete version, it seems like a setup, and maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But what do you think about it? And I should say too, the Playmate that was involved in this was what was her, think of her name a minute, Anna Marie Goddard was the Playmate that was involved in this. So Let me know what you think about it. This was an artist's rendering of what he thought was their interpretation. And also, back to the quality of the video, if there is a higher quality out there, I would like to see it before I pass complete judgment on whether I thought this was real or not real. At this point, I'm kind of 50-50 on it. But what do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are about this little bad clip.